Good everyone, in this video today we have a Talisman Series video on the Crusader II. This is a tank that we've covered quite a lot on the channel because everyone seems to love this tank, and to be honest I can't say I blame them. This tank is a pretty well-rounded tank with a solid gun, solid mobility, some decent armour in places, although there are exceptions to that, and a surprisingly durable tank for a light tank, because the amount of hits I've taken in this thing is quite surprising sometimes. The Crusader II is probably one of the more well-known British tanks of the early war period. It was used in battles such as El Alamein, the Battle of Tobruk, and a bunch of other conflicts and things like that. It was also used in the European theatre, but it really found its, shall we say, well-known factor in the desert of North Africa. Now, unfortunately, my great granddad, who served in the Second World War, did not get to drive this tank because he was not based in North Africa. He was based in Italy, and he drove a Cromwell. So, not exactly the same, but well, the Cromwell and him have a bit of a story. But I digress. So the Crusader II in-game has a pretty good reputation for being a solid all-round tank. Its performance is very good in terms of the game and everything, and it gets everything done that you can need it to. And it is quite solid in what it can do. Going over the armour of the vehicle, of course, we don't have a huge amount of armour on the hull, but when you get around to like the turret face and things like that, it can be quite trollish in areas, especially the gun mantlet. The machine gun port can also eat a shot every so often. The driver's visor can potentially eat a shot. There's a lot of option here. And if we go and turn off the external armor, we actually have two plated side armor, which is pretty useful for blocking heat rounds. And the structural steel can obviously set off explosive rounds. The wheels of the actual drivetrain also do that. This thing can take quite a beating when it has to. Not like it's really meant to, but the Crusader was quite a tough tank in terms of its ability, minus I think it was the gearbox this thing had issues with in real life. And unfortunately, that never really got ironed out. Of course, later down the line, the Crusader did receive the 6-pounder, which it desperately needed at that point in the war, but we'll gloss over that. So, of course, we do have a 5-man crew. We have the machine gunner down here, which obviously operates this Beast machine gun. Apparently, this is one of the most uncomfortable positions known to man during the war, because not only was he stuck in a very tight space with 4 other warm men, you also had the engine, and it was also cramped as hell with a machine gun, which also generated its own heat. But yeah, we have pretty solid armor, pretty solid mobility with a 340 horsepower engine propelling a 16.3 ton tank to a top speed of 23, or 26, sorry. This is not too bad at all. This thing is very versatile in what it can do. Of course, in terms of shells, we're going to be maining the APCBC, and we will be bringing some of the APHE, depending on the BR, of course. If we get a max down tier, we will be maining this shell. And of course, being a British tank, we do have a smoke grenade launcher, which is, I believe, this here. I think it's this. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played a Crusader. Seems to be the only thing that could be a smoke grenade launcher, but we get 26 smoke grenades, which is very useful for repositioning, and well, what more can you really ask for? Anyway, let's get in and let's get cracking. I figured I'd just bring the swordfish for a bit of a meme. If we get to use it, that's just a benefit, but of course we have 2 spawns in this tank. We have the Crusader the Saint, which is this tank, but with some special decals, and of course it served actually in El Alamein, and yeah, not too bad. Anyway, I'll see you all in the first match. And in typical fashion, 5 seconds after I say that, we get our first match. Now, this is being recorded not long after the German Panzerspähwagen 204, the German car with the 50mm. I've got it now. I've not tried it yet. It's on my to-do list. But this is being recorded not long after that, so hopefully we don't run into them too much, because they're pretty dangerous from what I've seen. Like, they rack up quite well. They have pretty decent protection from 50 cals. And the gun it has, the 50mm from the Germans, is pretty good. Like, nothing to really write home about. So... oh, they're on our team. Perfect. That's even better. So we didn't bring too much APHE because we're in a I think we're in a 3-0 match. Which isn't too bad. I can deal with that. But if I do get the chance to use it, I will use the APHE. But I tend to use the AP because it has more guaranteed pen against things. Don't get me wrong though, this little shell's quite good. 66mm of pen, but as you can see, 89. It just guarantees more penetration against targets. You can see there as well how slow that traverses for the Beezer machine gun and that turret. You can use it on lighter targets as well, but you do obviously have to wait for it to traverse. And even then, I wouldn't advise it straight out of the gate. Alright, so I hear that. Yeah, he's right there. Oh, and of course, Scout failed. Now, the 2-pounder gun does struggle against the T50, but it's nothing we shouldn't be able to handle. Especially when he's not paying attention. Say that. And we don't even ammo right the fucker. Well, we got the breach, so we don't need to worry about that. There we go. Oh shit, somebody's firing on us. Whoa, that was close. But you saw there, in normal circumstances, we would have been penetrated, but the additional side armor actually took that quite well. I'm not sure what shot us though. It came from over here, so I need to try and find what it was. But yeah, this thing's armor for a light tank is actually pretty good. Like, you just got to play it smart. What you found there, buddy? Right, BT's dead. Whoa, where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from? Genuinely, I'd love to know where that came from, because SU-122 is a very tough nut to crack. Well, in the meantime, we're going to try and push, see if we can't deal with the... Oh, I think I found something. That looks like a BT. There goes him, and we'll load some APHE. See, I know people crap on the Crusader sometimes, but like, it was a good tank IRL, and it got the job done. Drop a quick smoke grenade. What's that bracket? No, no. No. Rude plane. Come on, shut up. That's an AL2 1942. We need to seek cover. I don't know why he wants me so badly. Crusaders don't taste that good. Get out of here! Little shit. You do not scratch a tank owned by the British Empire. It's very rude. In before I get British Empire jokes in the comments, but... Well, I appreciate that. Oh, shit! Drive! Oh, we are lucky. Oh, we are so lucky. How in the hell did we survive that? There's no, like, British bias I can even claim either. That was pure luck. Let's get moving. There's that guy there. I'm going to reverse and get him. There goes him. Oh shit, he's being pushed. Okay, that disabled the breach. Somewhat. If he fires, that breach is gonna blow in his face. Okay, no, I think we're clear. Let's... Ah, good, he's taking fire from the right side. He's dead. Surprised we didn't get a kill assist for that, but that's okay. Got an enemy vehicle moving up in the middle, that's okay. Oh no. Ah! Fucking Jesus. Was that a Catalina trying to bomb me? It looked like a Catalina, we're just gonna keep moving and just forget about it. Teammate up here needs a hand, I'm gonna quickly drop a couple of smoke. Oh shit! See what I mean? This armour can hold up. I mean, we got, again, extremely lucky, but like I said, the spaced armour with the double layered side armour, like, it's made us survive a couple of questionable shots. It's also broken our turret machine gun, but we'll gloss over that. There we go. See? All you need is a bit of British steel. And some slight luck. But don't tell Harry that. Alright, let's see if we can get up this hill. This thing normally does have the horsepower to do that. See? The only American tank that can do this is a Stuart. That fat-ass Sherman's gonna do it. All the British cruisers and infantry tanks could do that. I'm sorry, I've got to throw shade at the Americans, like, specifically Harry, just because it grinds his gears a little bit and it's quite funny, but, you know. Now here's where the only problem with the Crusader comes into play. We don't have something called HE, because this vehicle never carried it. Well, it could have. The problem with that was, in real life, the Crusader could have had a HE shell, but it was so god-awful they didn't even bother making them, really.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
Oh, shit. He sees us. Let's move up and see if we can deal with this. Stay low, undetected. He does not see us. I don't even know where the little bastard's gone, but... Are you waiting for me, buddy? Oh, he's there! I thought he moved a little bit closer. Turns out he didn't. The fuck are you being hit by? 72k gas, English. Do you speak it? I don't even know where he got hit. Oh, it's down there. 1 minute. I'm surprised that did that, but sure. Oh shit, more bombs. Thank you, PBY. Oh shit. There we go. That's him dealt with. I think it's safe to say we have pissed them off royally. That's what happens when you send a plucky Brit in. We might as well be called the Desert Rats in this match. Minus the desert camo and actually being in hell on a main and shit, but we'll gloss over that, you know? We'll gloss over that. Oh no. Die! Eat the machine gun. Come on. Oh, I aimed too high. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's get this cat. Don't want to be really sitting around their spawn all the time. because I don't do that. I only do it if I'm bored and if we're actually winning, because, you know, gotta set an example. And looks like our hull machine gun is also broken, but we can fix that once we get on the cap. Because you never know, we might need that extra machine gun. Certainly need it earlier on when we're seeing those trucks, but oh well. That's friendly. Okay, that's fine. Who would have thought the Germans and the British would be working together? You combine plucky Britness with German engineering. It almost can't be beaten. Until you put the Americans and the Germans together, in which case you win the war, but we'll gloss over that. Alright, let's head back down towards Alpha and see if we can't protect the cap. Because that cap is unopened, the C cap is too obvious for people to go for. I'm going to head back down here and see if we can defend the cap, because we kind of need to keep the cap. And it turns out it's Charlie that's being capped, that's fine. We're going to stay around Alpha and see if we can give it some cover. Now luckily, the Crusader is small enough that can fit in here quite comfortably. Now all we do is just sit here and wait. We've got this match pretty much in the bag at this point. Like, we've managed to get away with a lot of shit, but like... Oh, that's you. Okay. Yeah, this thing is really good. Like, it's one of the best light tanks at this tier. So, you can really get away with quite a bit. Because it just does so much. It just really does. Like, great performance. And I don't know why he's with me now. Have I made a friend? Having a German ally as a friend is not something I was thinking of. But we'll gloss over that. But yeah, like, this tank can do a lot. And people know that. And you can even see where, like, we've taken hits all over the tank and it's just not giving a single shit. Because it's just that good of a tank. And if you don't have the premium one, the Saint, and you're looking for a low tier vehicle to just grind a little bit of SL, maybe have some fun with friends, the Saint is definitely worth the pickup because it's exactly the same as this thing. And with that, the game is over. Top of the team, 3,300 points. Not a bad showcase of a great tank. And of course, if you want to, you can just talisman this one and just save yourself some money. I don't remember how much the talisman is for this thing. But yeah, pretty decent result. Obviously not the highest payout because we're not exactly in a premium. And if we was, we'd probably get, what, 50% more? So you'd get about 30k from that match. Give or take 38k, which isn't bad at all. So in conclusion, if you do want a talisman, a low tier British tank, this is definitely one of the ones that I would pick personally. Like, I would say yes, absolutely talisman this thing. The thing is, though, a 0.3 of a BR higher, there's something that I would consider just a little bit better. But there is some downsides, and of course, crew survivability does take a hit. Not pun intended, of course, because you still have the double-layered side armour on this one. But, to say the least, this thing's also a bit of a beast, and hopefully we're going to get to showcase that. Anyway, I'll leave you all to it for today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing the Crusader 2 in action, and I'll see you all on the next one.